Hello everyone, Fatty from Pack a Punch Traders here. Just gonna go over another day of losses, as well as the top play for tomorrow. Don't really have much to go over. Really, all today was OCEA. If it wasn't for that play, I didn't really see anything else that was significant. Here, this one was in play yesterday, and it was on the watch list for a previous high at daybreak for it to test 7.5. Which, if we go to here on the daily, where are we at? I was looking for it to test the high of this day, but ended up blowing past that, past to new all-time highs, and got to 26. So an incredible move. Now we'll just wait for this to set up for a multi-day bounce. Already way off of the highs, so depending tomorrow how it sets up, might put it on watch for a multi-day bounce style play tomorrow, because as you can see, it is definitely hitting the backside here. Would definitely like to see it push down more. That would give us more range to play with, but this here already could offer a nice bounce. So we'll check that out tomorrow, but all this was here in the morning, just missed it, ripped up after a minute or two of consolidating, just holding up here, and just blew right past where I would have wanted to get in. I was just looking for the confirmation of open price and VWAP, which lines up with the 638 previous high day. So had those levels stacked, and it just was too quick. I guess there was another opportunity here, but I felt as though it already did what I had looked for and didn't really give it much attention, but kept holding and led to an insane move. So that's OCEA. Missed that. Ended up taking VBLT for a small loss, $96 on the loss on this play, and it's really just a bad ad. At first, not too bad, 4,000 shares at 23, and we got a little perk higher, and there was a little bit of volume coming through, so I added some more, just under 24, or yeah, no, it was actually higher up. Looking for this high daybreak, so what was it? Actually, I have to go back and check. Trying to remember here. I think this ad was actually higher up. Because my average was 23.98, so that would make more sense. That was just dumb of me. But yeah, after adding, instantly just plummeted. So that was very disappointing. 8,000 shares, took a little over a penny loss on it. So that was that. And that's kind of the environment we're in right now. When market slows down, the plays that we've seen that just lead to insane moves, solid opportunities, just don't have the momentum it takes to really take off. And there was just one, OCEA. There was AMAM for a breakout, but I never really liked it. Early on, it just held up for a moment here in the mid fives where the breakout is. Let's go on the daily chart. So this was in play. We've been watching this recently. But earlier in the day, when it was breaking out over 5.5, it just didn't really have the volume. So I thought we'd get a slow, choppy move, and that's exactly what happened early on. But it continued to hold up, and shorts failed to break it down. So we got this quick move from 6 to the low sevens, pretty much mid sevens. Besides that, there really wasn't much of an angle. Like you could have taken the morning, but this is stuff I try to stay away from. That slow, choppy style play, I just don't have the patience for it, and I prefer plays that rip up quickly. So, and that's really just knowing my personality. If you have the patience, go for it. You could trade something a little choppy. Doesn't mean it's gonna fail. I just think it has a higher odds, higher chance of it failing, as we've seen before, like XPON. Even though that did end up pushing higher, it's bouncing today. It had a low volume breakout. Sure, it could continue, but then you risk it just plummeting. In this case, going from the high fours all the way down to the high threes. So I just tried to stay away from that. But yeah, that's why I didn't really like AMAM. But throughout the day, volume built up, and once it failed to break down, we got that short squeeze. And once that fuel was gone, it fell right back to where it started pretty much. So the higher the better with this. We'll just end up playing it as a multi-day bounce after the backside kicks in. But that's why I ignored this play today. Just wasn't a fan of the volume and was expecting a choppy, slower play. But yeah, so that was the day, and almost forgot IVDA. This bounce play held it overnight, 1,000 shares at 145, and had a little gap up, but no volume came through. Got a little perk, was up 10%, but I thought we can get more if it's really going to bounce, and ended up taking it for a scratch, just $80. I took it off at 153 when it looked like VWAP was confirming as resistance here. So in total, $16 loss today, red day. Not bad at all. Definitely looking to be my first red week if I don't bring it back tomorrow. But even though it's a red week, I am down what? Let's see. Yeah, not much. I'm managing my losses very well. So just about $300 down on the week. This isn't loading. Okay, come on. Whatever. Okay, but you saw that. Managed my losses pretty well this week, and even though I'm not performing that well, I'm still keeping my gains on the year and not giving up a lot of money adapting to this market. Just I'm able to take small losses, but I can make this whole week's losses back in one trade. So still pretty optimistic with that, even though I have been getting a little emotional this week, chasing a few plays. I've still kept my size pretty small, knowing that I am being emotional after I miss a play. There's only been maybe one play a day that just rips. I miss it, get emotional, find a B looking setup, B plus maybe, but ends up failing. Just trying to force something. So pros and cons of the week, but still manageable. But I guess that's really the day. We'll just go over the top plays for tomorrow, which is really top play, IBIO. Solid move here from about 80 cents, pushing to 2. And now decently off the highs. Solid red day. Let's go over here. Lower float. Going on a Friday could lead to some short covering. From shorts not wanting to go over in the weekend. Any dip buyers that come back that could prop this could lead to shorts locking in profits, and that will give us the bounce. Besides that, I don't really see a whole bunch. Maybe OCEA, but I would prefer to wait for a red day. But it is also at the same time decently off the highs. Could lead to a bounce, but as of now, if I don't see anything else in the morning, IBIO is going to be top play to watch for that reversal. But yeah, that's that. Kind of a iffy week. Let's see if we can bring it back tomorrow. If not, I am definitely looking forward to this weekend. Hope everyone had a great day. Was able to learn something. If you took a loss, don't worry about it. This week has been definitely a change in momentum in the market, and it takes a little bit to